Hi, we just finished meeting for pronunciation practice on Monday, January 24th. And I started with some words that have alveolar flap, sometimes called alveolar tap, sometimes called flap R or tap R. And this is the IPA symbol. It looks like a little hook because it's kind of symbolizing your tongue coming up and touching right behind your top teeth, the same place as a T or a D, but the difference is you're just barely touching it. So if I say water, I'm definitely stopping the airflow, pressing up with some pressure behind my top teeth, and then releasing the airflow as I pull my tongue back for the R, water. But if I just barely tap that spot, water, I don't have to think about is it a D, is it a T? Because my voice is on for the vowel, wa, and it's on for the you're just keeping your voice on. So that tiny little tap, even if you're thinking it's a T, will sound like a D. Water, water, utter, 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 utter. So you can practice utter, utter, going faster to make that tiny little tap. If you hear water, a der, then you touched with a lot of pressure and you helped stop to the airflow and released it. But you don't want that. So if you hear der or ter, that's not the flap. It's not wrong to say water. That's totally fine. But Americans are making that a little faster and water, butter, same thing, butter, butter, very quickly, butter. And the same thing can happen not with an ER at the end, but with a vowel. So when this is the T is between two vowels or a vowel and the noise. That's it. City instead of city or city, 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 city. Same happens in university, university. And I put this on two lines because there's two ways to pronounce this and they're both totally correct. Data with an A or data with an A. And both times the D is a real D. D, pushing the airflow, holding it with a lot of pressure, da, and then da, da, quickly. The T is a flap. Da, let's see, dada, dada. So the second one shouldn't sound like D, dada. It should be a quick little touch. Data. Oh, this one. Data, data. Throw. This THR combination, make sure you bring your tongue down and back so that it doesn't touch the top of the mouth and make an extra R. Throw, throw, throw. If you hear that throw, throw, then you've touched the top. Throw, throw. And that's the same sound as throat when you don't release the T. If I said I have a sore throat, I finish with my tongue in the T position. Sore throat. Unequivocal, unequivocal, unequivocal. And you can also say une. No difference. I mean, there is a difference. One's not more right than the other. We're going to change the vowel to whenever possible. Unequivocal. Same thing here. You can say repulsive, but most native speakers are going to change that to an repulsive. This is here because of pull. So if you have trouble with the word pull, which is the same sound here, pull, as soon as I finish my tongue's back for the R, pull. I'm putting my tongue in the L position, pull. And my tongue's going to the L before I release my P. So that's why I said make the L first and then your P. Repul. You're making the sound of the L and forget about is it a U, is it an ooh. The vowel doesn't matter because you're just making the L noise. Repulsive. Seems funny to practice that word. Coerce. Coerce. Pooch. I just used a U to represent pooch, as in Pooch Hotel. Aren't. You're not going to hear the T. You're just going to hold the tongue in the N position, the same as the T position. Aren't. However, if there was a Y after it, like aren't you, the T and the Y next to each other make a cha. So now it would sound like aren't you? I'm going, aren't you? Burnt with a T and burned with a D will pretty much sound the same if you just said burnt, burnt, because you're not going to hear the D or the T. The tongue stops and holds it right behind the top teeth. But if there was a word with a vowel after it, then you hear burnt out and burned out. And showed, showed you, the D and the Y will make a J. Showed you. Shown. This doesn't make any connection. Shown you. Coworker. Coworker. This looks like an O, but it sounds like ER. So the were and the cur sound exactly the same sound. Coworker. Colleague. And then this group, number 21, you start with your lips not rounded. And if it helps, think of it as k instead of ko. Co. The American O starts more with an with the lips flat. Coat. And then round. 22, it's really a KW. So you start with your lips rounded, quote, the whole time, quote. Same for quota and quarter. But you can't round your lips before making your K for coat or something like quote. So the only difference, start with your lips not rounded. 21, coat. 22, quote, quota, quarter, toast. I'm going to put a little mark there to show that I'm going to hold that T unless there was a word with a vowel after it. Toast and jelly. Toast. Soul, 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 soul. They all sound the same. Soul. Shoulder. Workload. So you don't release the K. The tongue goes up high. Workload. Road and load. The only difference between the R and the L is that for the R, the tongue tip curls back and it never touches the top. You're going to have to touch the top for the D, road. But for the load, you are touching behind your top teeth and making L noise. Load. Pull it down and back up again. Load. Goat. That's it. It's the same O. Goat. Loaf. Loaf. It's just a funny word. Oat. You don't have to release the T. I should put that there too. Goal. It's not two syllables, it's just one syllable, goal. But I sometimes have to remind people to round their lips for the O and then unround them for the L. Goal. So the wool, you have to come back. Goal. Goal. Soak has the vowel O as in home. So sock is ah, like hot. So you have to open sock. And suck is so your jaw is very high, and your tongue comes low in the middle, Soak, sock, suck. By itself, this word is body, body. This word, buddy. However, when the word is written with a compound word like somebody, nobody, everybody, now it's spelled like this, but it sounds like this. Somebody. That's weird. Parcel, parcel. And you can drop this middle T because it's following the N, dentist, or keep the T, dentist, dentist. I'm not going to release the T at the end, dentist. And that makes it sound just like Dennis, a name. Americans pronounce the name of the country and the adjective exactly the same, hungry. I don't know why. Can, the positive, should really have the same vowel as can't, the a. However, in regular speaking, we change it to just a short can. I can. I can do it. And then the emphasis is on the important word, the action or the object, whatever's happening. I can do that. I can understand. I can see that. If it's negative, now you will hear the vowel a, can't, but you won't hear the T. I can't do it. It'll sound like can't. I can't do it. But if there's a T and a Y next to each other, it'll make a cha. So now if I hear can't you, I know that it's negative because the T is there. Can't you? Um, that's very confusing. Why don't we have a better word for positive and negative there? Congratulations. 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 Or congrats. Um, I had a request to read all the words at the end without a bunch of chit chat. So I will. I can understand that. Water, butter, city, data, data, throw, unequivocal, repulsive, coerce, pooch, aren't, burnt, burned, showed, shown, coworker, colleague, coat, quote, quota, quarter, toast, soul, shoulder, workload, road, load, goat, loaf, oat, goal, soap, sock, suck, body, buddy, somebody, parcel, dentist or dentist, dentist, hungry, can, can't. Congratulations. That's a great word to end on. Congratulations. You made it through. Um, it was so good to see everybody. I had a good time, and I'm looking forward to seeing you all next Monday or Tuesday or Wednesday or all three. And if you weren't here today, I hope you can join us another time. Have a good day, night, day, night.